What up, team? Back with a bit of a longer video. A little bit of a while since I uploaded last, but yeah, I want to talk about if you're feeling stressed and if you're, feeling a little bit anxious. Maybe you're someone that has a stressful job, or maybe you get a bit stressed out with kids. I know I do. I know I sometimes get stressed. We have a toddler and a 4-month-old, so life does get pretty freaking hectic when you got 2 kids. And I can't imagine what it's like for fathers out there that have got more than 2 kids. I can only speak on the experience I've got with 2 kids, and I get stressed. So if you're a dad watching this is going to be super beneficial for you. But also if you're a man watching this that maybe has a stressful job, or you've got feelings of not feeling like you're good enough or that you belong in this world, that can lead to stress. That can lead to feeling anxious. Money can lead to feeling anxious and feeling stressed. There's so many things that can lead us blokes to feeling stressed and feeling anxious. So I wanted to talk about it and address a few of the things that personally I've done to help myself, relieve my nervous system a little bit, to be able to, function properly as a man and go about my day and show up as a husband and show up as a father, show up as a friend, show up as a leader for my clients. Because there are times where all I want to do is just pump on a YouTube video and, doom scroll on social media and just immerse myself in something to distract myself from the stress, when really, what that's doing is it's keeping my nervous system really heightened and in a hectic state, which is not good for anybody. So things that I've done. What have I done to help myself relieve stress and feel a little bit less anxious? Ironically, it's getting off my phone, and I'm sitting here, with my little microphone plugged in, holding my phone, filming this video for you guys, and you guys are probably on your phone watching this. But it is a case of, these little devices that we use every single day, and we get on social media and we doom scroll, and we're sitting there like this and we're like, oh yes, this is great, and then sometimes hours can pass and you don't even realize it. So one thing I've done is spending more time intentionally off my phone, getting off social media, and really just stepping away from that whole world. And initially it's tough, because you're like, oh, am I going to miss out on something? And maybe there's inquiries for the business, or maybe my friends are up to something, and you get FOMO. But after a while, after you do it again and again and again, and you get that repetition in, and you start to condition yourself to not rely on social media, it's so easy to just put your phone down and go outside. And that's also something else I've done, is getting outside and getting in nature, going for a walk, getting the kids outside and going down to, we live right near a lake, going down to the lake and, just throwing some rocks in the water with my daughter, or, taking her to the playground, or, putting my son in the little carrier and, going for a walk with him, and just getting out and going for a little trail walk or something like that. Something to just help myself breathe, really, like getting out in some fresh air. That helps so much with, helping my nervous system calm down a bit, dealing with my stress and anxiety, because everyone gets it. Everyone gets it on different levels. There are people out there that have got, I know there's blokes out there that have got like debilitating stress, and you've really got to put, this is actually, okay, here's the real talk, right? I have been in a state of debilitating stress, and I wouldn't label myself as having anxiety, but it was definitely at that point where, if I'd have gone to a doctor, they would have just blasted me with like, you have anxiety. And I've been in that moment in time in my life where the stress was just moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. And sometimes, you couldn't even get to sleep because you're that freaking stressed, and you just want to go into your little hole and hide away from the whole world. Like, I get it, I've been there. And I really had to put so much energy and effort into pulling myself out of that state. Really had to put a lot of effort into putting my phone down and spending time outside as much as I didn't want to. And it even got to a point where I was like, okay, maybe I should stop drinking coffee. Just like, looking at all these different things that are going to spike your nervous system, like didn't have coffee for like a week, getting outside every single day, even if it just starts with 10 minutes, like you got to start somewhere, and you really got to have that the intention and the energy to want to improve yourself. Because it's so easy to get in that state and that cycle of like, well, nothing's good enough, nothing I do is good enough. And you try something 2 or 3 times, you don't see any results, so you're just like, well, I'm gonna give up because it's clearly not working. Like, bro, give yourself a chance, man. Like, give yourself a fighting chance. Don't just do it 2 or 3 times. Like, you got to be consistent at this shit for like 3 months, man. Like, you got to give yourself that time frame. You got to be able to like get yourself in a solid training routine. Go do some different form of training. Get outside more. Spend more time off your phone. Just those 3 things, they're going to help your nervous system calm down so much versus just being on your phone all the time and holing up inside in your little safe cave. Like, you can do this, and there are ways for you to get out of it. You've just got to have that intention. You got to have that intention and energy around it to want to improve, because we're all capable of it. You are good enough. You do belong here. Time to start showing up for yourself, hey?